Hey, what's going on? It's Matt. Today we're going to talk about my least favorite way to fish. Sit tight. Fishing with the jig. I don't necessarily hate it, I'm just not really good at it. About a year ago, I made a strong commitment to start fishing jigs out here simply for the fact that they catch big fish. So in this video, I really want to talk to you about what I do to my jigs to make me feel more confident in throwing them and more apt to tie them on. So I happen to be loyal to one particular jig brand. And the reason why I'm loyal to that brand is that he's a local guy and I know him. And I like to support small businesses. But the real reason why is that they catch fish. And these are some of Canopy Grenades. That's the name of the company. They're based in Northern California. They are a small mom and pop business. They make hand-tied jigs. And one of the things that really sets them apart is the fact that you can do custom colors. Now, obviously they do standard colors like the black and blues and the green pumpkin and reds and the green pumpkin and oranges and the peanut butter and jellies. But they also give customers the ability to design their own jigs, specifically when it comes to the skirt colors. They make football jigs, they make flipping jigs, and they make swim jigs. Now, at the end of this video, I'm actually going to do a giveaway with one of their jig assault packs. What this really is it is 5 jigs. They are picked out by Rich, who is the founder of the company. And in there is a swim jig. There is 2 flipping jigs and 2 football head jigs. I believe the football head jigs are a ½ ounce and the flipping are both 3/4 of an ounce. So what do I do to my jigs to make me feel more comfortable with them? And like I said, you're talking to a guy who absolutely has no confidence in throwing jigs. Have I caught fish on jigs? Yes, I have, but I've never caught a monster. So right here is a football jig. This is the weed guard, that's the hook, this is the skirt. I think most of us know what a jig entails. So a lot of people talk about just trimming up the skirt. And the reason why you trim up the skirt is basically to give a more natural presentation. And specifically with a football jig, when you're hopping along the bottom, these are supposed to mimic a crawdad. And when the skirt is super long, it doesn't flare out. And the reason why you'd want it to flare out is because when it flares out, it looks like a crawdad in the defensive position. And so that will give it a more natural appearance. So most people will tell you, hey, take the skirt, cut it down right past the hook, and then basically thread on your trailer. But what I've found is, and this is some advice that we got from one of our local bass club meetings, you take the jig, and this is what I do, and just turn it upside down. And as you can see, they're not even. So what I'll do is, I'll come in with a pair of scissors, and I'll make everything even. Close enough. And what that does is, you can already tell it's already flaring out a lot. So that's not all I do, and the skirt really isn't where my confidence issue comes into play. It's the weed guard that the confidence issue for me comes into play. For some psychological reason, I think that weed guard is going to block the mouth of the fish, and I'm not going to feel the bite, and they're just going to open it up, spit it, take it in and spit it out. And so, for me, fishing, and I'm sure with you, is fishing is psychological. So what I like to do is, and what I'll do is, the weed guard goes back right here. I will take that weed guard and I will cut it just on an angle to where that hook kind of meets it. And it kind of just barely touches it. But I also take it one step further because I think that in my mind that the weed guard's too strong. So what I'll do is I'll take individual strands, take usually about 3 or 4, and I'll just bend them off. I'll take a pair of pliers and pull them off. And for the sake of this particular video, I will cut them off. So that's what I do to the jig, and it really helps me psychologically. And like I said, I've caught fish on jigs numerous times. I really haven't caught a pig. Hopefully that will happen this year. But I really had to make a strong commitment to throwing them. So that's what it looks like at the end of the day. Now regarding trailers, I'm a big fan of the rage tails, specifically the craws. These are absolutely great baits. I do not throw it on the back like this. I literally take 2 of the nodules off and I cut them off, and then I'll thread it on. So it looks like that. I think that's a great package for a bass to eat. The action on the rage tails are absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And to be honest with you, that's what catches me fish. So that's why I use it. I'm sure you guys have plenty of trailers that you like to use on your own. That's it. That's what I do to my jigs to make me have more confidence in them. It may work for you. I'm interested to hear what you do. So leave a comment below. Last thing is, I really do want to highlight this company, Canopy Grenades. This, like I mentioned before, I'm going to be giving this away. This is one of their jig assault packs. 5 different jigs, 1 swim jig, 2 flipping jigs, 2 football heads. They are all hand tied. They're all twice baked. Now what I asked what that really meant was, and it makes the paint on the head of the jig stronger so it doesn't chip. Now in this jig assault pack that I'm giving away, there's your standard colors. I asked them to do it that way. I didn't design any of these colors. Like I mentioned before, you can go to their website, which like I said, I'll put a link below, and you can make your own jigs, your own jig colors. So that's an option. But here's how this giveaway is gonna work. I'm going to give away a jig assault pack, not the one I just cut up. I have one right here. Standard colors. There's a green pumpkin, there's a blue and black in there, there's a green pumpkin with red in there, and there's almost kind of like a shad color swim jig in there. And so what I'm gonna do is, in a week's time, I'm gonna give away this jig pack. All you have to do is comment on this video. Honestly, I'm not gonna try to do a subscriber push again because, I don't know, kind of prove my point with that, I guess. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope this little, wouldn't call tutorial, rant, helped out a little with your confidence in fishing a jig. I hope to be out on the water on Friday this week, and then 2 times a week moving forward as soon as the weather clears up. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment below to be entered into the contest. 1 week from today, I will do the drawing. I will do a random comment picker on this particular video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.